Here's a look inside my absolute favorite board game. This is CATAN. This is the game that honestly made me fall in love with strategy games, and this is the game that my family reaches for anytime we have people over. We can sit down and play this game for hours. I'll give you a look at the game pieces and the setup and some of the general rules. The pieces are all really nice and sturdy, and they fit together really well. We have played this game probably hundreds of times at this point, and everything is still in great condition. I just set up the perimeter of the game board. Here are two of the cards. This is Largest Army and Longest Road, and these are ways that you can earn 2 extra points, which I'll get to later. The goal of the game is to earn 10 points total. Here are your building costs. Everybody gets one of these cards, so you know exactly which resources you need to turn into the bank to buy what kinds of roads or settlements, etc. Here are what the pieces look like. So you build roads and settlements and cities. So everybody gets a pack of those. And then here are the hex tiles that actually show you what kind of resources you're going to pick up. So there's brick, ore, sheep, and wheat. And then that little piece right there is where you put the robber. So a number doesn't get placed on that one. And it's just kind of a blank area of the board. This is what it looks like when all of the hex tiles are in. We just like to set them out randomly, but you can also follow the way that the setup is inside of the instruction manual. And then there are these little number tiles here, and what's nice is that there are actually dots under the number that show you the probability of it being rolled. So for example, 9 has 4 dots and 3 has 2 because 9 has a higher probability of being rolled. And then 6 is red because that's one of your stronger numbers. You're more likely to get that rolled with the 2 dice. And then we also set these numbers out randomly as well. It's nice because the game can change up every single time you play, and it's not like you're playing a game by using the same strategy every time. That little wooden guy right there is a robber. When that gets placed on one of the numbers, the person who has a settlement on that number doesn't get to pick up that resource. And then there are 2 die. Each round, somebody rolls those dice to determine which resources are picked up. It comes with little ports on the side here, and that's for the trading portion of the game. And it's also customizable with these little tiles here that come, which is really nice. So like I said, you can kind of switch up the game every time. These cards here are called development cards, and these are something that you can buy throughout the game to give you special abilities as you play along. And these add such a fun layer of strategy to the game. There are also opportunities to earn victory points, which help contribute to the 10 points needed to win the game. Here are the resource cards that match the hex tiles on the board, and these are what you pick up when your numbers get rolled. So there's sheep, wheat, wood, brick, and ore are your options. Here's what the game looks like all set up. Each person rolls the dice once on each turn. And then when a number is rolled, for example, 10, if you have a settlement or a city placed on the corners of one of those hexes, you get to pick up the resource that number is sitting on top of. As you pick up resources throughout the game, you get to use those resources to buy roads, settlements, cities, or development cards. The ultimate goal of the game is to earn 10 points. So settlements are worth 1 victory point, cities are worth 2, and there are opportunities to earn victory points through development cards, such as building Longest Road, which is 2 extra points, or a Largest Army by spending knights, which is another 2 victory points. There is a slight learning curve to this game as you figure out the strategy, but the more you play, the more fun it gets. There is a 5 to 6 player extension, so if you have a big family and you love this game, I would highly recommend that as well. Every person we have taught how to play this game has loved it. This is just one of those classic games that you want to have on your game shelf. And the quality is so good that this game will last you a long time.